Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another look at a bunch of products from the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, courtesy of Articulated Empire. So today we're going to be getting into the Feral Beasty and the Cobalt weapons pack. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Articulated Empire is your newest online retailer for shopping for your favorite figures and toy lines like Mythic Legions, Savage Crucible, and Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, to name a few. They ship your orders quickly and securely. Visit articulatedempire.com today and build your empire. So again, I want to give a huge thanks to Steve over at articulatedempire.com for sending these out for review, for another sponsored review. Thank you, Steve. I super appreciate it. And I just wanted to let you guys know that he is doing something very special for you guys, the audience and the viewers and the subscribers of this channel. Right now, if you head over to articulatedempire.com, and when you go to check out, if you put in the discount code SATURDAY, that's just the word Saturday, you will get 10% off of your order. And that will both help out you, it helps out me, it helps out everybody all the way around, because you get some cool toys and I get to show to Steve that, hey, this partnership is paying off. Now, this code does not work with any other sales or anything like that, so make sure that your items are not on sale or anything like that. And also, he wanted me to let you guys know that shipping is now free in the US for all orders over $75, and there are no taxes collected at all unless you're in the state of Illinois, which is kind of a bummer because that's my home state. That's where I was born. So anyway, enough of me rambling. Thanks again to Steve and articulatedempire.com for sending these out. Let's head over to the review space and take a look at some more Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. All right, here we have the things that Articulated Empire sent over to us. So we're going to be taking a look at the Sparrow toys. This is one of their base figures. This is the Feral Beasty. We're going to be taking, you can see his little name right there. Take a look at that, and we're going to be taking a look at the Cobalt weapons pack. I do have some of these weapons here in various other colorways, but I don't think I have this shield, and I know I don't have this shield. So picking up some extra pieces in this new colorway, I think it's going to be great. You can see everything that it comes with right here, and then flipping around here on the back, you can see some beautiful artwork. Collect them all, Primal Series, Wave 1, and then some nice design elements on the side. But I love this guy. This is like one of your base figures. I think he runs about $23 online. And definitely, if you get this from Articulated Empire, make sure you use my code Saturday to get 10% off your purchase. Yeah, I love this guy. He is really cool, and I love his colorway, and it's very reminiscent of something from the 80s. You guys may already know what that is. Some nice design there. It says Ancients Figure Base Character Builder Kit. So the idea is that you get one of these guys that just comes with like 2 extra sets of open hands and some fists. You get a weapons pack, you get like some extra armor bits from an armor set, and then you can create your own Animal Warriors of the Kingdom figure. So let's get into this and let's get him open up and see what all he comes with. All right, we're going to start off looking at the weapons pack. Man, these weapons are great. To me, it's one of the standout items in the AWOC line is the design of their weapons. They're very cool. I absolutely love them. So here we're all going to have these whole entire sets going to be coated in this cobalt metallic blue color. It's like this nice flat black or dark gunmetal gray for the hilt there for the grip. But that's really nice. We have another bladed weapon here, which looks really cool. This thing is super menacing. And, you know, one of the really cool things about these weapons is if you wanted to mix and match these weapons kits with, like, say, your Mythic Legions or maybe your Savage Crucible, you certainly could do that. And then the upcoming Brutal Realm. There's so many. Yeah, I mean, these are 6-inch scale, 1/12 scale weapons, so you could definitely use these. This thing looks so intimidating like that. This is just like it would hurt a lot. Then we get into some swords, and you would be kind of wrong in assuming that these swords are identical. They have, very distinct features. Both have a curved blade and a more straight part, but as you can tell, they are completely different. We ran into these weapons before, I think in the gold weapons pack that we took a look at when we reviewed Kali, I believe. But I just love these weapons. I think of these two swords, this one's probably my favorite. It's very, I don't know, very elvish looking. It looks really cool. So two larger swords. We do have this nice great mace. This thing again looks like it could definitely do some damage here, no doubt. Nice wraps on the handle. This does not come apart. The head doesn't come off, so there's no mixing and matching there. It's pretty nice. Then we do get a blaster because this world does use energy weapons, much like sort of like the He-Man world, mixing sort of like future tech and old world stuff. It's a nice, beautiful blaster. You got some blacks here on this handle, and then the wraps on the hilt look really nice, or on the support here. It does have some holes in the end, maybe for some blast effects. We'll have to see what maybe would fit in there. And then we have these really cool shields. Now, this is super, super nice. I love this gold metallic monkey face that's on here on this blue shield, and you have two different styles of holding the shield. So you've got this little piece here that you can plug in either way, and you can have them hold it this way, you can have them hold it this way, whichever way seems fit. And then you also get this extra little piece, which is really cool, that you can plug in like this, and then you can plug this into the figure's back, so it allows them to carry their shield on their back, which I also think looks really cool. So you've got some options here. Thank you to Sparrow Toys for doing that for us, because I think that's a really cool addition. And both shields have that. So let's see here. Probably what's the best way maybe to hold this shield? Probably this way on the right arm, so that you can see that face properly. But that looks really nice. And then we have this bad boy. Man, this thing is really cool. This is a very regal, like a king's shield, and it just looks great. You've got, again, that cobalt and the dark gunmetal gray, black. You've got all of these different sort of baboon-looking style faces with the fangs and the outward curves of the fur. This just looks menacing. Like the shield itself could do some damage, and then we've got like this pattern detail here on the back, this diamond pattern detail, which looks really nice. And again, you can position this however you see fit in the package, or like on your figure, on your shelf. Looks great, looks very nice. And now let's turn our attention to the figure itself. All right, so here we have our feral Beasty standing straight up and down on the turntable base, and he is looking mighty fine. I like this guy. Like I said, it's very simple. This is like your base figure. So you're only going to get like that loincloth armor piece. The best way to get that loincloth armor piece off is just to heat the figure up, either with a heat gun, or I really and truly, I think hot water works best for these guys. And then you just pop the legs off at the hip. You can pop both legs off, or just one. Just one should do the trick to get his armor to slide off. And then you can put on some different armor. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I've got some extra armor bits that we're going to throw on this guy later on. But for right now, we're just going to take a look at this base figure and take a closer look at all the detail on his body. All right, so here is a closer look at the feral Beasty. And if you're thinking, man, this guy looks an awful lot like this guy, then you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. And I'm really thinking that we're thinking what Sparrow Toys was thinking. I think, this is definitely a tribute to Beastman. Definitely with the yellowish, goldish belt, the blue loincloth, the tanner yellow color on his face with the blue accents. I think this is what they were going for. And man, I wonder what this armor would look like on this guy. But that's not what we're here for. This isn't a Masters of the Universe Origins review. This is a Sparrow Toys Feral Beasty review. So, like I said, this is your base figure. But this is the same exact buck that's going to come on all of the figures, even all the way up to the deluxe. So that articulation is going to be the same. Yeah, your figure is on a ball joint and a... is there a hinge underneath there? I can't remember. Yeah. So you've got that articulation point right here and underneath the neck. So he can look all the way up, and they can look all the way down. And because of that disc, you can get that shunt back and forth, which looks nice. So you can really get some of that, that more of that simian look, him kind of crouched down, looking down at you, which looks really nice. They have this really nice butterfly joint that can really get a nice range of motion there. The arms can go all the way out and hit that T-pose, no problem. They can actually go much higher than a T-pose. They can go all the way around if you need them to. They've got that upper bicep swivel. They've got the double jointed, albeit pinned, elbow joints and knee joints. So you can see how much of a crunch you can get there. The hands are on a hinge and a ball joint, and we're going to go over the extra hands that he comes with in just a second. I know I skipped over that. He can lean back that far, and he can lean forward that far, and no gappage. As you can see, that torso that abdomen is cut very close to the other part. Now, I mean, it does look a little weird, but no gap. And then he does rotate at the waist all the way around 360. Let's see, I can't remember. It's been a minute since I played with Kali. Do they have a drop down? I'm not feeling much of a drop down on this leg. You do have that upper thigh cut. Legs can go all the way forward that far. They can go all the way out to the side that far, and they can go back about that far. You do have that double jointed pinned leg, so you can go back about that far, get into some nice poses there, and then you just have a hinge and a forward facing pin down on the foot, no swivel. But man, look at those monkey feet, man. Dude, I tell you what, monkey paws are one of the coolest things on the planet. I love me some monkey paws. Anyway, let's take a look at these hands. So these are your standard gripping hands. He is also going to come with a pair of relaxed hands, for just chilling and typing on the keyboard. There you go. They're on horizontal hinges, and he is going to come with two closed fists, both on horizontal hinges as well. No vertical hinges on these guys here. But yeah, let's, you know what? I wanted to show, I've got some extra heads, but honestly, none of them are going to match the skin color. But if you wanted to turn this guy into more of a cat-like figure, they do have these different heads in different colorways. This is another basic head that came with another figure that I had before. I think this head came in a heads pack that I received. This is the closest color that I have. But yeah, it's just not, it's just not going to match up. So unless we did some mixing and matching, I just don't have any heads that would go well with this guy. All right, I had to heat up some water, give this guy a quick little monkey bath, and man, I've got him into some armor bits that I had from a previous set. I believe this is the Feralist's Army loot crate that I got this from, and I think it looks really nice. I think the brown and the gold works very well with his skin tone, and then the blue complements the blue on the face since we lost the blue on the loincloth armor. And yeah, I think this looks really, really dope. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you think of dropping this armor set on him in particular looks like, and then let's kind of kit him out maybe with some weapons. Let's see here. I wanna do like a sword and a shield. So let's see. We've already got the gripping hands on him. So let's see. I like that the hands are nice and open. So you're not going to have too much trouble getting the hands to sort of like grip, and they're probably still kind of a little warm from the bath. But let's see here how best to get this to. There we go. Kind of rotate around. There we go. We'll just have that little part that hooks onto the shield just kind of sit on top of his arm. And then let's maybe give him this particular sword right here. Yeah. Man, I think he's looking pretty tough. All right, I'm going to try out some different armor, I mean some different weapon configurations. We'll get him back up on the turntable, and we'll see how this pans out for him. Man, I gotta tell you, this is one fun figure, and paired with these weapons and the particular armor parts that I picked, I think this is a great little bundle. I love all the little the weapons and the articulation. These figures are a lot more fun than you would think they are at first blush. But that's for people who don't know anything about these figures. I think people who know these guys, know this company, and already collect this line, they know what they're getting into, and they know how fun these things are. They're just fun. If I had to describe this line in one word, it would be fun. They're well articulated. They are, very budget friendly. I think you get a lot for what you pay for. There's a comic book storyline that goes along with it. You've got armor packs, head packs, weapons packs for you to mix and match and pop and swap and customize these things. Just be sure to have some hot water or a heat gun handy, because you will need it to get the legs off and to get the feet off to get the lower leg armor on. But I love this figure. This Beastman tribute figure looks incredible. This Cobalt weapon set with the blue metallic finish looks amazing. And this is one fantastic bundle of fun. So I can't thank you enough, Steve, for sending these out. So please be sure to get yours and all of your action figure needs over at articulatedempire.com. Be sure to use my code Saturday for 10% off of your order when you check out, as long as the items are not on sale. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.